Hey guys, it's Mina, your favorite curvy sewist, and welcome back to my channel. And this is your first time? Welcome. So today I have something really interesting to share with you. It's my spin on turning a t-shirt into a jacket. That's right, you heard me. Turn a t-shirt into a jacket. And I can't wait to share the details with you. But before we get started, you know what time it is. First of all, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's get into the details of what I did to this t-shirt and how it turned out. Let's get started. Okay guys, so just a little backstory of where this idea came from. Why would I want to turn a t-shirt into a jacket, and why would you? So first of all, I'm going to give you a little bit backstory of why I first used this technique. I think about 2 years ago, I had an event I was going to. My plan was to wear this really cute sheer, it was like a spaghetti strap dress. It was cute, whatever the case may be. I wanted to throw my black cardigan over it. And for some reason, I could not find my black cardigan sweater. And I just freaked out. It was like 8-ish at night. The stores was closed, so it wasn't an option for me to just go run out and buy me a sweater and pick up one real quick. And it was the type of thing that I just didn't want to wear it with just anything. A lot of the sweaters I had was like leopard print and had flowers, and it just didn't go with the vibe that I was looking for the night. So anyway, long story short, I said, okay, let me jump on YouTube and see if it's a quick jacket I can make. And of course, you know, with jackets, there's a little more detail. I'm like, I feel like putting this in, putting that in, this in. And then I stumbled upon several people that had a technique that you use to turn a oversized t-shirt into a jacket. Yeah, I said the same thing. It ain't happening. It can't possibly be. But I said, you know what? It's 8 going on 9 o'clock. I don't have nothing to lose. So I had a bunch of oversized black t-shirts. At the time I was making t-shirts and I was selling them. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. It seemed like a pretty quick and straightforward technique that didn't take a lot of time. So I was like, let's see what happens. And lo and behold, it came out super, super cute. And I was so surprised. So I decided to do that with my Black Sewing Network t-shirt. I did order it in a size 4XL. At the time when I ordered it, my plan was to crop it at the bottom and do like a flash dance type of thing at the neckline, like, you know, cut it so it'd be a little off the shoulder. And I never got around to doing it. And then recently I saw Carmen make her Black Sewing Network. I don't know if it was her sweatshirt or her t-shirt. I think it was her sweatshirt or her long sleeve t-shirt. I don't know, but she turned something into a jacket and it looked so cute. It was cropped. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that too. But sometimes I tend to get a little bit on the I don't feel like it side. So I said to myself, well, what's a quick way that I can spin it? And I said, oh, the t-shirt method, the t-shirt method. So I was gonna do it really quick and easy. And I said, why not do it and make it into video so I can share it with you guys in case any of you have ordered your Black Sewing Network t-shirt and you want to do this as well. A good thing about this video and what I'm going to show you is that I also added my Black Sewing Network patch to it. You can get your Black Sewing Network patch from the Black Sewing Network website, and you can add it to basically any garment, bag, whatever you want to add it to. So I thought it would be a cute idea to add it to the front of my garment, because when you do make this t-shirt into a jacket, whatever you have on the front of your t-shirt is going to be transferred to your sleeve. So it all makes sense. I'm going to show you how I did it. So don't be like, what sleeve? What? Ugh. And you don't have to add a patch. You can just do this with a plain t-shirt, any t-shirt that you have. Like I said, make sure that you go up at least 2 or 3 sizes too big. Normally, I would say if I was going to wear a t-shirt, I would probably do like a large to an extra large, depending on the fabric of the t-shirt. I did order this t-shirt in a 4XL, so I had a lot of, you know, space to play with, I might say. But I've done this before with a 3XL t-shirt as well. That's about what I go up, because I usually try to go up 2 to 3 sizes, and that would be 2 to 3 sizes for me. For you, you can go up 2 to 3 sizes. I always say you can't miss if you go up 2 to 3 sizes, because of the simple fact you'll just have more of the t-shirt to work with. You may have to cut it down a little more to taper it to the size that you want, but I always say the bigger the better, because you can always cut it down to the size that fits for you. So I am going to show you how I transformed this t-shirt into a jacket, how I added my BSN patch to it, and how I finished it. Now you can always finish this jacket with a zipper if you want to in the front, or you can finish it with a binding around the edge. I was kind of on the fence of if I wanted to add a zipper or a binding, but I didn't have the right size zipper, so I went ahead and went with a binder, which was with doing, I think I did a 1/2 inch double fold binding to trim it. The good thing about this jacket is that once you flip everything, the only thing you really have to finish is the front. Your bottom is going to be finished already, your neck is going to be finished already, and the end of your sleeves is already going to be finished. So you're really just working with the front piece to figure out what you want to do with that, and you're just doing a seam down both sides. So like I said, it's quick, easy, wonderful technique. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is the t-shirt. This is the t-shirt, just for context, so you can see how it looks, how it fits. And we're gonna upcycle it into a jacket. Okay, so to get started, what we wanna do is, we wanna make sure we have our t-shirt laid out flat and neat as possible. Usually it's a good idea to press it first, just to make sure that you pressed it flat and neat the way you want it to be. Now, you can decide if you want to, what side you want this to appear on when you make your jacket. To me, it doesn't really matter what side it's going to go on or what sleeve it's going to be on, so I'm just going to cut it. What you want to do is you want to completely open up this entire seam all the way down the side and all the way down one shoulder. And then on the other side, you want to open up all the way down the side, all the way down the seam, and do not cut this shoulder. We're opening one shoulder and both sides. Let's do that right now. You just want to cut completely open down the side, shoulder. Then we're going to cut completely down this side as well, going down the side seam. We got this side open. Leave the shoulder closed on this side, remember. And now we're going to open down this side seam as well. Now, once you open it down the side seam, this is where the magic takes place. You open it up completely, and this becomes the back of your jacket, and these will become your sleeves for your jacket. So you want to line these up like so. These become your sleeves. And this is the way your jacket is going to be. But since we're going to work on our jacket and constructing our sleeve, because I don't want my sleeves this wide, I'm going to taper them some. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip it on the wrong side. So we're going to do that now. So you flip it on the wrong side. And you line it up like so, on both sides. And then you determine how you want your sleeves to be. You can have your sleeves tapered off, of course. I'm going to take my sleeves in some. So I'm going to go with my Torque and I'm going to take it in right now. And decide how you want it to be. You determine how you want your sleeves to be, and then you cut off the excess. A good way to do this is, once you decide where you want your sleeves to be, is to line up both sleeves together by folding it in half. Line up all of this, lay it flat, all four flat. You can line them all up together so that they're all in the same angle. And then you cut along your line to form your sleeve. You take this excess and you can leave it. You have your sleeve. What you're going to do now is you're going to open your jacket up and you're going to sew your side seams together, and you can clip them to do that. And we're going to do this with the opposite side. After you clip this side, we're going to clip this side, and then we're going to put a seam down this side and a seam down this side. Let's do that now. Now what we're going to do is put a seam down both sides of the jacket. We have it clipped. Make sure you match up, line up the seams, the underarm seam, the bottom, and along the side, all the way down to the bottom. We line it up, and then we're going to put a seam all the way down this side and the other side as well. sure the back stitch, cut your seams, and repeat the same step on the opposite side. Making sure we have our seams lined up. And if you need to trim any excess from the sides where it may have been like a little bulk or anything like that, just make sure you cut it neat. And you line up your side. Because it might be a little bit of the side seam in there stuck, like an extra bulky piece. Just cut that. And like I said, just make sure you back stitch on your end. And that's just to reinforce it so that, you know, it stays nice and strong. And then again, you sew your other side up, making sure you have the underarm seam matched up. Now, if you want to finish off your jacket in the front with a zipper, you can add a zipper to the front. You can add seam binding around the edges to finish off the seam. The front edges, you can do seam binding if you want to. It's really up to you what you want to do. It's kind of limitless what your options are. Making sure you have this lined up as well. I'm going to do a little back stitch here as well. And then you're going to finish this off. Snip your edges. And then as you see, your jacket is starting to form. You have the back of your jacket. You have your sleeves. If you can see now, we actually have a jacket formed. We did our side seam. And as you can see, we have our sleeve in place now. See, we have a sleeve. And then on this side, we have a sleeve. And now my Black Sewing Network logo is on my sleeve. Now what I'm going to do, just to add a little bit of pizzazz to it, on the opposite side, I'm going to add my Black Sewing Network patch. And if you guys haven't ordered your Black Sewing Network patch, you're missing out, baby. I'm going to add my patch here on the side of my jacket. And then I'm trying to think if I want to put a zipper in the front or do I want to leave it open. I'm thinking I might just leave it open. I may not add a zipper to the front. First of all, because I don't have a zipper that length and I don't feel like buying one. I could just shorten this one. That's an option as well. So we'll see. I might add a zipper, but if I add one, I gotta buy one. So we'll see. But the patch will be going here. Black Sewing Network patch here. Black Sewing Network logo on the side. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to add our patch. So I placed my patch on the front right here of the jacket. I put the patch here and we're going to stitch around the perimeter to attach it to the front of our jacket. And then I was debating if I wanted to do a zipper in the front or if I wanted to do seam binding in the front. And I don't have the zipper length that I need, so I am probably going to just do a seam binding on the front, because then that way I can just close it up. So I'm going to use a black seam binding along the front edge to close it up, just down the front, all the way down the front edge. I'm going to add a black seam binding, but first let's work on adding our Black Sewing Network patch. Let's do that now. So I have my patch where I want to sew it down, and we're just going to take it to the machine, and we're going to stitch as close as we can to the outer edge of the stitching on the patch, and we're going to attach it to our garment. Okay, so as you can see, we have our patch attached. It's starting to come together. And then we have our logo on the sleeve. I'm loving that way that looks. Okay, so like I said, guys, I decided not to do a zipper in the front because, first of all, I don't have the size zipper I need. And second of all, I think I just want like a nice open vibe for the front. You know, rock it with a nice t-shirt underneath that may have something else on it, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to use this seam binding. I believe it's a 1/2 inch of double fold seam binding. So we're going to run it along the front. The good thing about this jacket is that once you flip everything over, basically you have a collar that's already finished because you're using the trim that was already there around the collar. You have your sleeve that's already finished because you're using the finishing from the bottom of the shirt. And then you have your back of your jacket already finished, the bottom of your jacket already finished, because you're basically using the trimming that was already on the bottom of the sleeve. So that it's like a quick sew because you only really have to do is cut it, flip it, do your side seam. If you're going to add anything extra to it, then you add it. If you're going to add your zipper, you add that, and then you add this. You can make this in 30 minutes if you have everything, you know, ready to go. I think it's such a quick sew. And let's put this seam binding on it, finish it up, and then see what the final look looks like. I'm excited to see it. I can't wait. And I'm going to show you guys how it all looks together once it's all done with the seam binding. Let's look at that. Hey guys, here she is, and she's finished, and she's cute. So as you can see, the logo that was in the front is now on my sleeve. Cute placement. And of course I added my BSN patch. If you don't have one, you could grab one from the Black Sewing Network website. I believe she still has some available, so if you want a patch, grab them before they're gone. But isn't she cute? I added the seam binding to the front. I opted not to do the zipper. First of all, I didn't have the right size zipper. Second of all, I just thought it would be cute to leave it open so that way I can add like a color, a pop. I could add something with a print. I could add a salad color. I could add a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, whatever I want to add under it, I could add under it. I love the fact that I have room in my sleeves because my arms are a little bit on the heavier side. But the good thing is you can taper your sleeves to fit as close or as loose as you want them to. This is the back. And I love it. First of all, it's cute. Whether you're slim or whether you have curves at the hips, it's going to stop at the waist. So you're good to go either way. So this is it. She's done. She's cute. We're done. Talk to you later. If you guys make this, please tag me on social media. I'm at TikTok and Instagram at Armina_sews. Can't wait to see if you make it. Please leave comments below if you have any questions or if you want me to do another video making this t-shirt into a jacket. Bye.